Hello there and welcome to this episode of Inside Southeastern Basketball with head coach Jay Ladner, presented by Hampton Inn of Hammond. I'm Alan Waddell. I want to thank Mark Willoughby for filling in for me a week ago as I was under the weather, and also to Coach Ladner for thanks for excusing me as I was very sick. But Coach, one thing that's different about our show this week we want to point out is we want to really thank the Hampton Inn as they have become our new home, and we're going to be here every week shooting our program.
Well, we certainly are appreciative of the folks here at the Hampton Inn. Not only have they been great hosts prior to the show, but they stepped forward and filled a need for us, and we're excited about being here. And
just to let everyone know, all of our fans, that every Tuesday night at 5:30 we'll be taping our program here, so we encourage you to come out, have something to eat, have something to drink, be talking Lion basketball. We're going to do that every week right here at the Hampton Inn at Tuesdays at 5:30. And Coach, let's talk about the week that was. Only one conference game this week, only one game. Texas A&M Corpus Christi came to town, and this was a tough game. And I think just kind of sum it up, we were cold. We were cold shooting the basketball, and it was still a very close ball game all the way to the end.
You know, we led until the 10-minute mark of the game, and then it kind of went back and forth from there. And certainly still with 40 seconds left, we had an opportunity to win the basketball game, but just couldn't overcome. We were 2 of 26 from the three. Now, most people would look at that and go, my gosh, we must have gotten beat 40 or 50 points. But to counter that, what kept us in the basketball game, we out-rebounded them. In fact, all the other statistical categories we led. We were 21 of 29 from two-point range. Bad coaching, I guess, but the guys that were shooting those basketballs, Josh Fillmore, who's leading the conference in the numbers of threes, didn't make one. He was 0 of 9. All good shots. Zay Jackson's a good three-point shooter. Cedric Jenkins, good three-point shooters. It was just one of those nights. And again, one thing as a coach that I look back on in a very critical way is the shot selection. Were they taking good shots? And after watching the film today, I have to say they were taking the shots that we have a good shot of making. Most of them were uncontested. So, give Corpus Christi, they're 6-1 in the league. We knew that they're certainly one of the league leaders. We had an opportunity to beat them last night. We're not far away, but we've just got to try to get our guys over the hump. And I think once they do, we'll have a chance to make a little spurt here in the season.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And Coach, you just mentioned it, just some of those numbers you just threw out there. Some of your guys that are normally so sure-handed shooting the basketball just weren't on against the Islanders. You had 3 guys foul out, basically your entire front line, and you still look up and there's 40 seconds left and you're still 2 possessions. You're right there against a good basketball team. Texas A&M Corpus Christi has a good team.
Very good. I mean, they've proven that with their non-conference schedule. Obviously they're at a 6-1 start now after last night's game in the league, and they're in second place, right behind Stephen F. Austin, who's undefeated. And so, yeah, and again, it's progress, and we can see that happening. But the bottom line is our fans, we, the players, want to win basketball games. Our players were hurting in that locker room last night because they felt like that, hey, we kind of maybe let one get away from us. Not that we played poorly, we just didn't shoot the basketball very well. Defensively, we were fine. We rebounded the ball fine. Our effort has always been good. They're competitive. They're a scrappy bunch. But, we've got to get over the hump. And, again, you mentioned foul trouble. We were in foul trouble. We committed 30 personal fouls last night, the way that the game was called. Our starting 4 and 5 men set most of the game, eventually fouled out. And then our first sub off the bench for those 2 positions fouled out as well. So, it was tough. We were playing with a guard in there late in the game because we just didn't have any other bodies left. Already a shorthanded team. We got some terrible news earlier this week during practice. Drew Guillory, who had started all 18 games, breaks his foot. He has a Jones fracture. We find out that he's out for the season. So that's, again, it's just one of those type things. Sometimes you have those years, but we tell those guys, y'all keep plugging. There's good things in store if you'll stay the course.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. Let's go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we're going to take a look at the highlights as the Lions are at home at the University Center against Texas A&M Corpus Christi, right here on Inside Southeastern Basketball with head coach Jay Ladner, presented by Hampton Inn of Hammond.
With every stay at Hampton, enjoy our free hot breakfast options.
You did a great job. It looks good.
Then fuel up with up to 9,000 honors bonus points on a long weekend stay. Make every stay more rewarding and feel the Hamptonality.
Inside Southeastern Basketball with Jay Ladner is made possible by Angelo's Lawnscape of Louisiana. For over 30 years, Angelo's Lawnscape of Louisiana has been a premier landscape architect design company. Angelo's specializes in both commercial and residential work. Angelo's offers their clients a buildable and realistic solution with a focus on design, construction, and proper maintenance techniques. Owner Angelo DiStefano, Southeastern class of 1972, invites you to visit Angelo's Lawnscape of Louisiana at 13750 Jefferson Highway in Baton Rouge, or visit their website at angeloslawnscape.com. Angelo's Lawnscape of Louisiana, a proud supporter of Southeastern and Southeastern basketball.
Inside Southeastern Basketball is made possible by support from Friends of Ginger Ford North Shore Fuller Center for Housing, located in Hammond, Louisiana. Ginger Ford North Shore Fuller Center is a nonprofit Christian housing ministry serving Tangipahoa and Livingston parishes. They strive to help low-income, elderly, and disabled citizens obtain safe, decent, and affordable housing by using volunteers to build and repair. Homeowners pay for the building materials based on terms they can afford. The Fuller Center is supported by 3 retail stores, which accept donated items from the public. The reused store features construction supplies, appliances, and furniture. The Fuller shop carries housewares and decorative items for the homes, as well as books, videos, and jewelry, while the Rabbit Hole sells gently used clothes, shoes, and fashion accessories. Visit all 3 stores at 955 South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond, or call 985-419-0256 to schedule a pickup. For details on volunteer opportunities, find them on Facebook under Ginger Ford North Shore Fuller Center, or visit www.gingerfordnorthshore.org. Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Basketball with head coach Jay Ladner, presented by Hampton Inn of Hammond. It's now time to take a look at the highlights as the Lions were in action against Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Here come the first half highlights with the voice of the Lions, Les Pittman.
She's going to try to run, and he'll slam it home, and the Lions are up 2-0. The Thomas pass around the horn. They'll go Pye for 3, good. Islanders don't shoot a lot of threes, in fact. And the Islanders right to left. Jordan, middle of the paint, going to take it, pass it out, back up top. Dubier, who just hit a 3, hit another one here. And it's 6-2. Jenkins slaps the basketball. He'll inbound it on the baseline, get it to Fillmore in the far corner. Joshua down low to Upson. Upson on Dubier, skips it across to Jenkins. Cedric, another 3 on the way. Good. Cedric, his first 3, 19 for the year. Lions 120th tray. By Jackson. Ochi just couldn't finish it. Jordan back the other way. Free throw line jumper on the way. That one good. Jordan, who's averaging 16 points a ball game, has his first bucket. And the Islanders have a 3-point lead. Ochi back up, and that one is good. Ochi fighting a double team later. Jordan bounce pass down low to Thomas. Thomas, a little left-handed hook off the glass. That one's in. 10-7 Corpus Christi here with 14:10 to go. Jordan's going to take it, laying it up and in. That's his second bucket of the first half, and a 5-point Islander lead. Phil Jackson up top. Shot clock at 18. Zay's driving. He's off balance. Laid it up and in. Nice move by Jackson. And it's 12-9. Key near side to Amin. In the middle end, knocked away, picked up by Maggio. Dillon kicks it out to Greaves on the near side. Daniel's going to take it, lay it up. That one goaltended. Nice move by Greaves. Goaltended on Francis. Bucket's good. 12-11 our score. Jackson takes it quickly. Left to right, dumps it off to Ochi. Ochi with the slam dunk on the end. Gives the Lions the lead. 13-12. By Fillmore. Duplessis out of there with it. Up the floor to Jackson. Zay's going to take it, middle of the paint. Strong layup, good. Nice move by Jackson. And the Lions have a 3-point lead. 15-12 with Upson and Fillmore double team. Jordan stops, shoots from the free throw line, and hits it. Oh, a nice shot by Jordan with the shot clock down to 5. Front court. Crossover dribble. Free throw line. Jackson spinning. Going to take it. Wrap around and to Upson. DeMonte lays it up and in. Jackson drew the defense. Went up in the air and gave it right to DeMonte. And all DeMonte had to do was finger roll it up and in. Tony baseline drive. Kicks it across around the horn. They'll go to Pye. Pye middle of the paint. He'll lay one up. That one's no good. Rebound front court. And it's back to Tony. And Tony called for double dribble. Trying to direct traffic. Jackson's going to take it middle of the paint, bounce it underneath to Ochi. Ochi went up for the slam, got it blocked, got the rebound back, and he got hammered as he was taking it back up and in. He'll be at the line for a pair. Free throw up all the way. That one good. 1 out of 2, and the 4-point lead, biggest of the night for the Lions, 18-14. Jenkins out there with it, looking to run. Down the floor to Ochi. Ochi one dribble. He slams that one home. 20-14, give Jenkins the assist. Ochi with a little authority. 20-14, Lions by a half dozen. Lions are 1 out of 2 tonight. Free throw by Greaves, good. 21-14. Screen by Upson, say left side, sets up, shoots a three. That one good. Jackson with a three ball, 24-16. 8-point Lion lead. Jordan at the center circle. Jordan starts his move now. Free throw line in the corner. Martinez for three, hit it. Third three ball of the first half for the Islanders, and it's 26-19. Center circle. Gets a screen by Francis. He'll pull up, shoot it, and hit it. That's 5 in a row by the Islanders now. Cuts the Lion lead to 5. Around the horn. Three ball from Jenkins on the way. Off the mark, no good. Upson got it. Upson in the middle of the paint. Finger rolls it up and in. Devontae the rebound and the bucket. Back to the center circle. Jordan, middle of the paint, now going to try to take it in, give it to Pye. Pye, long three, hit it, and drew the foul. Upson knocked him to the floor. Opportunity for a 4-point play. And a man, check that Pye at the free throw line, just hit the three, hit the free throw, it's a 4-point play. Through the leg dribble now, going to try to drive, he'll spin, lay it up, no good, rebound. Upson on the putback, no good. Jenkins tipped it, Greaves is there, he'll follow it up with the bucket. 30-25, minute to go here in the first half. 5-point Lion lead. Go now, but they have found a little rhythm. Francis left alone, hits a three. 30-28, 2-point Lion lead. Up top, near side, Jenkins. Jenkins fakes left, goes right, little head fake. He gives it to Greaves. Greaves lost it though, but laid it back up and in. Back-to-back buckets by Greaves. 32-28. Jay going to stop, give it back to Tony. Tony, middle of the paint, back to Jordan. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Jordan will shake and bake move. Long three ball on the way, good. Hit a three, and a 10-point lead down to 1 as time expires in the first half.
Coach, this was a game that when you watched it live, it was kind of back and forth, low-scoring game. You look up, we're up by 8, we're up by 10, and then they go on a run right before the first half.
Well, I thought, in retrospect, when you look back, we talk about the 20 most important minutes of the game. Obviously, a game is 40 minutes, and we talk about the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes of each half. And, I thought we played well the first 5 minutes. We kind of jumped out and established ourselves. But the last 5 minutes, particularly the last 3.5 minutes, Zay Jackson made 2 free throws that put us up 10. And then they had a great run right before, hit some really big shots, ended up getting a 4-point play on a fouled 3-point shooter right in front of our bench, which Devontae Upson picked up another foul on, which was a heck of a shot, and then they score there at the buzzer to go in to cut our lead to 1. And I thought that was a huge difference maker. It gave them some confidence because they seemed to be kind of on their heels a little bit there in the first half. But gave them some confidence and momentum going into the locker room, and certainly the final margin, I think that there it was. That was the difference in the basketball game.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the second half highlights, as this was a game that would come all the way down to the wire.
Jordan in the corner, back to Tony on the right side. They'll bounce it down low to Thomas. Thomas trying to get around Upson, reverse layup, that one good, and the foul on Devontae. Well, it's obvious what Corpus Christi wants to do here in the second half. They are going right at the front line of the Lions here in the second half, and the free throw is good. It's a 4-point Islander lead, 38-34. Jackson sets up, he'll shoot a three, and that one's off the mark, no good. Rebound to Pye. Corpus Christi now. Jordan jumper on the way, back to the rim, rattles around, no good, tipped up. That one good. Thomas got it up and in. 6-point Islander lead, 40-34. Loose ball picked up. Jackson's got it down the floor. We go right to left. Jackson around to Fillmore. Joshua's going to drive baseline, take it strong, lay it up and in. Fillmore's first bucket of the night. 40-36. Maybe that's what Joshua needs to get going. Middle of the paint. Around to Francis. Francis sets up for three. Good. Francis' second three ball. He had one in the first half. Big man can shoot it. Pulls down the rebound. Cedric looking to run right to left into the front court. Jenkins hands off to Greaves. Greaves reverse layup good. Jenkins drew they let him penetrate way too deeply, and Greaves was wide open with it. Jordan, give and go. Tony layup, that one good, and a block by Jenkins, who is playing hurt. Took a shot to the shoulder. He's in some pain. He's laying down. The foul is going to be on Cedric. Guarding Thomas. Thomas strong to the bucket. That one, he powered it up and in, 45-38. Second free throw up all the way. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, Amin runs it down and threw it right to Greaves. Greaves to Ochi. Ochi spinning. Laid it up and in. Turns out to be a three-point play. Greaves the hustle. The assist. Ochi the bucket. 45-41. Tipped out. Greaves had it for a moment. Ochi had it. Jackson's got it. Teardrop shot. Good. Lions flying around, got the loose ball in the bucket. They're back to within 3, 46-43. Middle of the paint, wrap around Jenkins. Jenkins for 3. Off the mark, no good. Greaves on the putback after the strong rebound. It's up and in, 46-45. Lions crashed the boards a couple of times, get 3 opportunities and scored. Jordan, free throw line. Out to Tony. Tony down in the near corner, Martinez. Martinez on the right side, back up top to Jordan. 46-45, Corpus Christi by 1. Martinez on the right wing. Down low to Thomas. Thomas holds it by his west. Tony's shot all the way, and Ochi got his hand stuck in the net. Screen by Ochi's going to drive. Kick it out to the near side, Fillmore. Joshua sets up for 3. No more. Jenkins there. Tipped it up and in. 48-47, playing hurt. Jenkins with a tip in. Halfway done here in the second half. Jenkins going to drive, give it to Ochi. Ochi strolls to the bucket, laid it up in, counted in 1. Ochi with the bucket gives the Lions the lead. He's got a chance now to free throw all the way. Good. 50-48. Lions on top by 2. Pass to Martinez to Tony. Jordan. Jordan baseline drive, going to hop, skip, jump, shoot. That one is good. Counted in the foul. Side to the near side. Kilgore. Kilgore baseline as Thomas drives, lays it up and in. And the Islanders back on top by 3. 53-50. We'll dump it down low to Thomas. Thomas crashed into Ochi. No call, and the bucket is good. It's 56-50. Jackson fakes right, goes left in the middle of the paint to Greaves. Greaves crashes them and lays it up and in. Nice dish by Jackson. Nice bucket by Greaves. Jordan with the loose ball. Back the other way. 3:30 to go. Jordan middle of the paint. Little 8-foot jumper good. 59-52. Big turnover. Big bucket on the other end. Now top Zay. Going to set up. He's going to shoot a 3. Ball on the way here. In and out. No good. Rebound. Barkley had it for a moment. Barkley on the put back up and in. And a timeout taken by the Lions here. 2:24 to go.
Coach, a game that went all the way down to the wire. They made some free throws there and ended up making the score a 9-point game. But this was, I don't want to say you let it get away, but this was you had an opportunity there in the second half.
Yeah, I don't think, letting it get away is probably not the proper terminology as you acknowledge. Give Corpus Christi credit. They made some plays, but our guys made some plays too. It was just it was a good, hard-fought, competitive game. I really felt like the difference was, for whatever reason, we had a harder time of keeping our main players in the ball game. And Ochi had a great night stat-wise, 15 points, 8 rebounds. Problem is he only was able to play 22 minutes of action. Upson, same thing, on and off the bench. Fillmore missed some of the first half with foul trouble. He had picked up his second foul. But you had mentioned earlier in the show, we just didn't shoot the basketball where traditionally we've been a good shooting team from the three-point line. And last night's 2 for 26 showing is certainly one of our worst of the season. And I think that was the difference. You just you look at it over the scope of things. We just make 3 of those things. We're talking about a win. It's a much more festive atmosphere here at our show today. But disappointed that we won. But it is part of the process. Progress is being made. We're really excited about where we're heading. We just got to stay the course.
No doubt about it. Let's go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we're going to have a special guest as Athletic Director Jay Ortiz is in the house right here on Inside Southeastern Basketball with head coach Jay Ladner, presented by Hampton Inn of Hammond.
With every stay at Hampton, enjoy our free hot breakfast options.
Did a great job. It looks good.
Then fuel up with up to 9,000 honors bonus points on a long weekend stay. Make every stay more rewarding and feel the Hamptonality.
Inside Southeastern Basketball is made possible by support from Friends of Ginger Ford North Shore Fuller Center for Housing, located in Hammond, Louisiana. Ginger Ford North Shore Fuller Center is a nonprofit Christian housing ministry serving Tangipahoa and Livingston parishes. They strive to help low-income, elderly, and disabled citizens obtain safe, decent, and affordable housing by using volunteers to build and repair. Homeowners pay for the building materials based on terms they can afford. The Fuller Center is supported by 3 retail stores which accept donated items from the public. The reused store features construction supplies, appliances, and furniture. The Fuller shop carries housewares and decorative items for the homes, as well as books, videos, and jewelry, while the Rabbit Hole sells gently used clothes, shoes, and fashion accessories. Visit all 3 stores at 955 South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond, or call 985-419-0256 to schedule a pickup. For details on volunteer opportunities, find them on Facebook under Ginger Ford North Shore Fuller Center, or visit www.gingerfordnorthshore.org. Hello there and welcome back to Inside Southeastern Basketball with head coach Jay Ladner, presented by the Hampton Inn. As now we're joined by the athletic director here at Southeastern Louisiana University, Jay Ortiz. And Jay, thanks for stopping by and spending some time with us. We haven't had a chance to have you on Jay's show this year, but I know you're very excited about what he's doing with the direction of Lion basketball.
No question. I'll tell you, anybody's been out to the UC and saw us play this year, it's night and day from where our program's been. Jay's done a tremendous job of coming in and starting to change the attitude. You know, when you take over a program that's been down, it's changing mentality, changing attitude, then changing the expectations. He's done a super job of that, and I'll tell you what, our program's heading in a great direction.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. Also went out and played one of the most challenging non-conference schedules in the country.
Yeah, he wanted to make a tough schedule, and he did. He made a very challenging schedule. You know, Oklahoma State, Gonzaga. But I tell you, it's done nothing but help our kids and make them tougher, and you're going to see a big change in our program just starting to really elevate. He's doing a good job of laying that foundation. I
don't think there's any doubt about it. It's just the quality of play right now for Southeastern basketball. And I got to ask you this, because you've been on the other side as well as a coach as well, and you know, when you're in the process of rebuilding a program, starting it over, sometimes it doesn't show up in the win-loss record, and right now maybe struggling a little bit in that area, but what would you tell him, you know, as a coach, to keep this thing moving forward?
Well, the thing you see is a spectator sitting down and watching our guys. They're fun to watch. I tell you, it's a fun team to watch. They play hard. They're extremely well coached. They run the floor. It's an exciting brand of basketball. But one thing we have is got good kids. You know, they buying into his system, and that's a big part of it, because it is a change. It's a change from what they're used to, but he's holding them accountable and he's making them better every single day. And the kids like that. You know, they want that, and it's made a big difference.
I think we would all agree as Southeastern fans, if you look at the entire overall athletic program, we've seen the support for baseball grow. We've seen the support for football grow. It's time for our fans to really get behind not only what Coach Jay Ladner is doing, but also Coach Yolanda Moore with the women's team as well. But it's time for basketball to make a statement here at Southeastern.
No question. You know, we have the foundation here to have a tremendous program, and we've got the best staff that we could have to do that. So I'm excited about it. And I don't think it's going to take very long to get this thing where it needs to be, contending for conference championships year in, year out.
Well, Jay, thanks for stopping by and spending some time with us. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, Coach Jay Ladner will be back on set, and we'll wrap it up right here on Inside Southeastern Basketball with head coach Jay Ladner, presented by the Hampton Inn of Hammond.
With every stay at Hampton, enjoy our free hot breakfast options.
Did a great job. It looks good.
Then fuel up with up to 9,000 honors bonus points on a long weekend stay. Make every stay more rewarding and feel the Hamptonality.
Inside Southeastern Basketball with Jay Ladner is made possible by Angelo's Lawnscape of Louisiana. For over 30 years, Angelo's Lawnscape of Louisiana has been a premier landscape architect design company. Angelo specializes in both commercial and residential work. Angelo's offers their clients a buildable and realistic solution with a focus on design, construction, and proper maintenance techniques. Owner Angelo DiStefano, Southeastern class of 1972, invites you to visit Angelo's Lawnscape of Louisiana at 13750 Jefferson Highway in Baton Rouge, or visit their website at angeloslawnscape.com. Angelo's Lawnscape of Louisiana, a proud supporter of Southeastern and Southeastern basketball.
Inside Southeastern Basketball is made possible by support from Friends of Ginger Ford North Shore Fuller Center for Housing, located in Hammond, Louisiana. Ginger Ford North Shore Fuller Center is a nonprofit Christian housing ministry serving Tangipahoa and Livingston parishes. They strive to help low-income, elderly, and disabled citizens obtain safe, decent, and affordable housing by using volunteers to build and repair. Homeowners pay for the building materials based on terms they can afford. The Fuller Center is supported by 3 retail stores, which accept donated items from the public. The reused store features construction supplies, appliances, and furniture. The Fuller shop carries housewares and decorative items for the homes as well as books, videos, and jewelry, while the Rabbit Hole sells gently used clothes, shoes, and fashion accessories. Visit all 3 stores at 955 South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond or call 985-419-0256 to schedule a pickup. For details on volunteer opportunities, find them on Facebook under Ginger Ford North Shore Fuller Center or visit www.gingerfordnorthshore.org. Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Basketball with head coach Jay Ladner, presented by Hampton Inn of Hammond. As we welcome Coach Ladner back on set, before we get to the scouting report, we'll talk quickly about Jay Ortiz. I know this is a guy you've known for a long time and has done a good job directing our athletic program.
Well, one of the things that attracted me to Southeastern when the opportunity presented itself last year when I was still at Jones County Junior College over in Mississippi was Coach Ortiz's leadership, and I have long followed his career. In fact, our career paths are very similar, from high school ranks to the junior college ranks in Mississippi to Southeastern Louisiana, and he had great success at every stop that he's been in. He's a fiery and aggressive leader. I think anybody that had seen him coach, or certainly that's the way he leads the athletic department as well. And there have already been some incredible improvements. And what's exciting about being at Southeastern right now is the just overall success and attitude. It's an exciting time to be at Southeastern Louisiana, and that's really one thing we sell our recruits as well. But you know what, we're patterned after Coach Roberts' success with football, and certainly Coach Ortiz and Coach Reiser's success with baseball. And we're saying, hey, if they can do it, we got to start doing our part. And so, you know, we're excited, and we want to get basketball up to that level as well.
All right, Coach, let's talk about a couple of home games. Saturday, you're going to take on Northwestern State at the UC, and then quick turnaround 2 days later on a Monday and play McNeese State. These are 2 in-state rivals, 2 conference rivals. Southeastern McNeese, Southeastern Northwestern don't like each other. Ought to be 2 great basketball games, and you got them both at home.
Well, that's exciting. Talking about playing at home for an extended period of time is something we're really not used to. And Coach Ortiz, I think, mentioned earlier in his segment that, you know, the exciting brand of basketball. Our players are playing hard. They're proud to represent Southeastern Louisiana. They got a little line pride about themselves. We would hope that more people get an opportunity to witness that, because in basketball gives you such an advantage, really more so than any of the other sports, because of the proximity of the fans to the court, and so they can feel that and feed off that excitement and enthusiasm. We need them there. These are 2 long-time rivals. I don't know what the series record is, but I can assure you those 2 teams they've played Southeastern a bunch of times over the years, and from what I understand, there's not a lot of love lost.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. So just a reminder, Saturday, Northwestern State, and then Monday will be Jam the Jungle as well, as the Lions take on McNeese State at the University Center. Well, there you have it. That's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to thank the Hampton Inn right here of Hammond for being our host, as we will see you next week right here on Inside Southeastern Basketball. Head coach Jay Ladner, presented by the Hampton Inn of Hammond.